I need people around me who are going to be resilient. I need people around me who, when I'm going through my stuff, are going to put their armor on, are going to hold me up and say, brother, we're going to war. And so we have our organizations established. Some of you are leaders. Some of you are fresh on campus. Also think about this. Who am I going to war with? Who's going to be resilient with me? Who is truly going to have my back in my moment of despair? Who is truly going to have my back when I'm going through with my boyfriend, when I'm going through with my girlfriend? Who is truly going to have my back? When I don't feel like getting to class, when I've been studying all night, when I have this meeting for the org, but I got work to finish, but I got practice, who's going to tell me, you know what? Let's look at our principles that we said we're going to live our life by. Now, I'm not saying run yourself into the ground and not care about your self-care. I'm not saying anything like that. Don't take it to the extreme. All I'm saying is if we truly want to get to where we want to get to, we have to be resilient. I think about myself in business. I've been working for myself going on 5 years now, but I've been doing the kind of work that I'm doing since 2014. So since I graduated from high school, I've been in the community doing the work, speaking, volunteering, facilitating. Anything you can think of, I was involved in it. I knew I was gifted at it. I knew I had to put time in. I knew I needed to get better. One thing that made me doing all of that year after year after year, day after day after day, month after month after month, hour after hour after hour, it made me, what word do you think? I need y'all to speak up. What word do you think? Absolutely. We have to have some thick skin if you truly want to be in leadership. A lot of people make leadership look sexy, when in reality, it's work, it's labor, it's service, it's sacrifice. It's protection. This is what it is. Now, of course, there's times where you're going to look good too. You're going to have sexy moments. You're going to get to look good. But behind closed doors, what are you being made of? Are you being sharpened? Are you developing the skin that you need to finish school, to lead the organization, to join this frat, to join this sorority, to have a healthy relationship? Because I know y'all be dating out here. I was a college student. I get it. You're going to have your girlfriend, your boyfriend, do what you do. It takes work. Anybody in a relationship right now? Raise your hand. Somebody was like, he playing, I don't know. He might be in this room. Let me stop. I don't want no, let me stop. All right. Resiliency. Say resiliency. It's inside. Me. Turning identity into action. All of this is about action. People can tell you they love you. Text you, I love you, baby, good night. That make you feel good when you're going to sleep. But I need to see some action. Y'all with me? Oh, now y'all with me. Now y'all want to clap it up. But that's real. How do we turn what we're doing, the principles we're learning, into action? When we're getting results, where we're getting results, where we're growing the organization, where we're growing ourselves. Here's the true test of resiliency. And I learned this after putting in the hours of what I do now for free for year after year after year after year. I've done it 12 years straight. Here's what I've learned. Can you stay resilient? Can you keep working? Can you stay in action even when you don't see results? Oh my gosh. Can you stay in action? Can you keep leading? Can you keep calling meetings? Can you keep going to class? Can you keep praying? Can you keep believing even when you don't see any results? This often weeds out, I'll get to you in a second, Brother Nehemiah. This often weeds out individuals, unfortunately. And I say this humbly. I've had a ton of individuals come to me and say, hey, Nate, I want to start a consulting company. Hey, Nate, I want to do programming in a district. How do I become a partner? How do I become a vendor? I say, do this step, do this, this. But it's going to take some time. They might get started and they get weeded out. Because when they don't see the results, they say, I'm jumping ship. But when it's something that you know in your heart and everything that you have, when you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing, even when you don't see those results, you got to keep going. Even when I call a meeting for my organization, but 5 out of the 25 people show up, I got to keep going. Can you stay the course, keep believing when you don't see the results? A lot of people say yes, but in moments of pressure, of moments of stress, moments of heartache, I get it. Sometimes we throw in the towel. We say, I'm done. Because it can be very depleting hitting the wall day after day after day after day. I've been there. I've sat in meetings with individuals from colleges to elementary schools to YMCAs where I sat down happy, thrilled. Hey, can I do this? Can I work with you? And they said, nope. But I'm going to bless you with this one. My mentor, Miss Waddell, she said, Nate, a no is not a never. And she said, I can take a no, but I can't take a not trying. Somebody write this down. I'm trying to help you. I'm just trying to give you some keys. She said, I can take a no, but I can't take a not trying. You keep going, son. You keep praying. You keep believing, and the breakthrough will come. You keep going. You keep believing, and the breakthrough will come. Keep going to class, keep believing, keep studying, and the breakthrough will come. It will come. Tyler Perry talks about this, and this is just on a side note. He talks about year after year, he would save up all his money from his job, tax returns, put it into his plays, put all his money into it, $7,000, whatever he saved up. 30 people show up. He said, I knew all of them. Year after year after year after year after year until that thing took off. Now look at it. So I just want you all to kind of think about that as I'm growing, as I'm developing as a college student. Even when I'm not necessarily seeing the results that I want, am I willing to keep going? Y'all still with me? Yes. Y'all sure? Yes. All right. Can y'all give me a hand clap? Can y'all clap it up for me? It makes me feel good a little bit. Thank you. I want 2 volunteers. Just stand up. Michaela, stand up. We can get more. Stand up for me. Stand up. Stand up, Nehemiah. Yeah. Anybody else? Stand up. Very quickly, as we're talking about turning identity into action, and we're talking about your organizations, we're talking about your life, and we can make it really personal for a second. Just give me one shift in your life, one action that you can do to shift some things. It can be with your organization, it could be in school, it could be personal, it could be with your study habits, it can be with your health. Just give me one thing that you're like, Nate, I can take action this week, tomorrow, and I'm going to start doing this. I don't want you to just tell me something just to answer the question. I want you to make a declaration. I want you to tell me this is what I'm going to do, and I need you to follow through with it. The late, great Kobe Bryant talked about this. He said, I made a contract with myself, and I wasn't going to break that contract. I'm going to wake up every day at 3 o'clock. Go to the gym, get my shots up, take my daughter to school, go back to the gym later, then go play my game. I wasn't going to break that. So I need this to be a contract with you. If you don't mean it, don't tell me anything. Michaela.
So I would say with my schoolwork, because I've been advocating a lot past weeks since I was sick, and then I came on campus, I had to do stuff with my work to get it going, doing stuff as not even my position.
Can we give them the mic? Can we pass the mic? Because I want everybody to hear thoroughly, please. And then we could just keep it going around.
I would say my schoolwork, because coming in job, so making sure that our events go through. So right now, I say my schoolwork is focusing on me a little bit more, but still giving back to my community.
Very good. Thank you. Clap it up for Michaela. Let's go.
My name is Faith Jones, and I would say, being honest with things that scare me. I feel like oftentimes when you want to portray confidence or be confident, you say that things don't scare you, but it's good to be honest that things do scare you, and doing things while you're scared is probably the thing that I really want to work on this school year.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Kai Nix. I'm going to say how to balance my schoolwork and my workout schedule, because like back at home, I wasn't that organized back at home, and I was falling behind in my studies and in basketball. So now that I'm here, from now on, I'm just gonna try to like be organized and more confident in myself.
And you will. Thank you, Kai. Sister right there.
My name is Logan Kirksley, and one of the things I'm going to be prioritizing is my faith. Going to college, you obviously growing up in a Black household, growing up in the church, all that stuff, but actually figuring out and finding who God is to you. College made you do that.
Yeah.
So prioritizing reading my Bible, trying to find a church home, that's something that I'm really dedicating, because it's really important to get to know God for yourself.
Amen. Amen.
What's up, y'all? I am David White Jr., Bachelor of Design Scholar. What I would say would really just be understand that it's okay to be alone and actually take the time for myself. And that's exactly what I'm going to start with.
I appreciate that, brother.
Hi everyone, my name is Naomi. I am going to start practicing leading with love. This past summer, I read All About Love by Bell Hooks. I highly recommend reading it for everybody. So leading with love for me looks like putting myself first and making sure that I check in on myself and practice self-care, because I can't show up in spaces authentically, like you said, if I'm not making sure I'm okay. So taking time out of that day, like you guys like to cook, or go on a walk, or read, go to therapy. So yeah, that's something that I'm gonna make sure I continue to practice, so I can show up every day.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dorian Hoyt, third-year Master of Arts Scholar with concentration in radio, television, and film. And I would say that I want to work on putting myself first, because when you prioritize others, it's kind of hard for you to, push through. But yes, I do want to work on putting myself first. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I am Lynn Elise Smith, a sophomore psychology scholar with a minor in criminal justice. And I just want to say that I'm going to prioritize the ability of saying no. I feel like I say yes to everything, and I end up becoming a yes man and stressing myself out, and that's not putting myself first if I'm saying yes to everyone if I'm not okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Sean Hyman, a business administration scholar with a concentration in sports and engineering management. One thing I'm going to prioritize is to keep stepping outside of my comfort zone and keep a consistent workout schedule.
Good. Good.
Hello everyone, I am Nehemiah Scott, a sophomore business administration English major with a concentration in management and a minor in computer science with a focus in data analytics. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I kind of want to branch off of what Kai said in the back, but my word would probably be like keeping up with your determination, and not only determination but having patience
Yeah.
in yourself and within, like with other people.
Yeah.
Being on scholarship for cross country is really showing like, you know, as involved as I am on campus, you know, waking up early, going on the track, starting my day super early. It's just like, man, you know, you just kind of you have more appreciation for the time that you have to yourself. So continue to be patient with yourself, not only yourself, but with others.
Very good. Appreciate you, brother.
What's good? Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Alright, I am Joaquin Lane, sophomore computer science major with a minor in business administration from Baltimore, Maryland. And something I feel I need to work on is taking care of myself, like a lot of people said. A lot of what I would do, what I'm starting to push this year, but probably my future really not just this year, is I want to advocate for other people, but at the same time, I need to advocate for myself and for my body. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I do that contradicts myself. Like I said, I want to do stuff for other people, but I don't care for myself first. I feel I cannot fully do that if I'm not taking care of myself, which is my body, my mind. I feel recently I've been stressed out a lot. So, like Kayla said, with schoolwork, I need to focus back on my schoolwork. But then, like everyone else said, I need to start going to the gym more. I started journaling. That's helped me with my mental. So I need to start getting more to myself before I can get more to others.
That's good. That's good.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Tyler Harris, and a thing that I want to prioritize is finding my self-worth and finding out my true, authentic purpose in life. Coming here to college, I have really seen like how many of you really take advantage of like so many opportunities that comes your way, and how it helps you become the best person possible, the best person that you are today. And that's truly what I really want to do. And it's I really truly want to find out I truly want to find out what do I have very deep down inside of me, and try to become the best possible person that I know that I can be.
Yeah.
One more. Young lady with the purple. That's real. Good. We'll do one more with the purple on, and then we're going to get back. I appreciate y'all's answers.
Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Hall, a junior, a psychology major straight from the best town, A-Town. And one thing I want to prioritize is setting boundaries, because I feel like I'm an open person, very loving person, and I feel like people take advantage, or certain opportunities take advantage of that. So I feel like setting more healthy boundaries, especially being a student leader, is very, very important that I want to learn more about prioritizing.
Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Clap it up for Ernest, too, for walking around the whole auditorium. Thank you. We used to go to church together, so I remember those days when he's passing the mic around at the church. But seriously, thank you all for those responsible, authentic, real answers and sharing pieces of yourself. So before we go ahead and move on, once again, clap it up for yourselves, please. As we get back to turning identity into action, I remember being in sociology at Columbus State Community College. Dr. Peter Kareem Cisse, I will never forget this man for as long as I'm breathing. And he talked to us about the self-fulfilling prophecy. And while I was at Columbus State, I went from Capital University to Columbus State Community College. I really wasn't involved in classwork. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I went, my homies was on campus, we talked, kicked it, but I really wasn't focused like how I needed to be. But off campus, I was focused doing this. But his class in particular, I loved being there. He was enthusiastic, he was informative, he was fun, he was engaging, and he talked to us about the self-fulfilling prophecy. And here's essentially what the self-fulfilling prophecy says. It says someone may have told you something so many times that you begin to make it a reality without even knowing. They could have said, you're gonna be just like your daddy. You're gonna drop out at this time. You're gonna have this, you're gonna have this, you're gonna do this. And without even knowing, you unconsciously make it happen because your actions begin to act out in ways to make it a reality. And so these are labels that get placed on us. And so as we're looking into who we are, because we're doing a deep dive into self, that's what we're doing. We're holding these mirrors up and we're saying, who are you? What has contributed to make me who I am? I want you to think about those labels, good and bad, that people may have placed on you. The prophetic words spoken of you that you, without even knowing, have helped make a reality. Because if the definition, if the label is not positive, if it's not uplifting, if it's not empowering, if it's not getting me to ultimately my God-given destiny, then I need to remove it. Some of us may go to class every day. We may smile. We may say, hey, girl, what's up, bro? What up, what up, what up? But then you go home, you go back to your dorm, and you really don't like the person you see. We take the mask off that we've been wearing all day. Part of it's because of obstacles, life's, things that we've went through. But some of it is due to the labels that have been put on us. Some of it is due to the households we grew up in. Some of y'all like, I couldn't wait to get on campus because I needed to get out of my household. And so these labels, if not identified, we can live it out and it can shift the course of our lives. So whose label are you living? What definition has been put on you? And most importantly, how do you define yourself? What do you say about you? Yeah, come on, I need a hand clap for that. That was good. I might use that again. How do you define you? What do you say about you? One thing about me, the people around me know, I ain't worried about what other people really got to say about me. I'm going to be me. And that's not to say in a rude way that, you know what, I don't care about other people's feelings. It's just I have to be the authentic Nate. I have to be the authentic Nate. I had to give some words at my church back home. And I said, I'd rather be hated for being who I am than loved for being someone I'm not.
Ooh,
So I just want you to be aware, as you progress, as you get older, what labels am I living? What definitions? And this is going to get me to one of my closing points. Nehemiah, what does that say? Just the heading and the words in the red.
You don't get to tell me who I am.
Everybody say, you don't. Get to. Tell me. Who I am. You just spoke to your problems. You just spoke to your trauma. You just spoke to your upbringing. You just spoke to your family. You just spoke to some of your friends. Now, as we are still with identity, sometimes the individuals we grow up around, the situations we're born into, the family dynamics we have also can impact who we think we are and how we view ourselves. This is the part where I need y'all's energy. This is the part where I really need you to dial in, because we've went over a lot of information contributing to who we are, of course, and history and how we can use these things to fuel us. But this is the part where I need y'all to put your foot in the dirt, take a stand, and say, from this point forward, you don't get to tell me who I am. From this point forward, my identity is important. My leadership is important. Making a difference is important. There's some of you in this room right now, and some of y'all thought it was a joke. I had you clap it up for yourselves when y'all first got in here, because it really was a push to even be at this conference. Some of you can smile, but you really, really didn't even want to be in class. You really, really didn't even want to be a part of the conference. You really didn't want to be here. But you came. So think about the experiences that you've had that you think contribute and make you who you are. These can be both good and bad. When I'm working with my groups back in the city, I'll talk about culture being one of them, the music you listen to, fashion, art. I'll talk about family dynamics, the family you're born into, generational trauma, generational curses, generational blessings.